guys, first of all, I want to apologize for the terrible video quality. I do use an HP computer that is barely a year old, but it doesn't have the exact amazing video quality as like a MacBook would have per se. And also my hair, I just got out of the shower and I'm trying this new little thing, like messy bed hair thing. It worked well yesterday. My hair's still wet, we'll find out. But what I want to talk about is relationships and comments from other people. I myself have dealt with it, in the past, and I've also had friends recently deal with it. And what exactly I mean by that is people's opinions of your relationship, or like people's idea of how they think a relationship works. And so I figured instead of getting like really mad about it, or doing what other people do, making a tweet or Facebooking it, I decided that I would just talk about it and get it out there. What I would like to talk about is the fact that when it comes to dating someone and getting into a relationship, when you find the one, and I mean the one, he or she is not going to be anything like you had listed. And you know why? Because people aren't lists. And what a lot of people like to do is like say, well, my future guy has to be 6 foot and he's gotta have a good paying job and he's gotta wear like Abercrombie and he's gotta have a nice car, this, that. Okay, well, let me tell you something. People aren't lists. People aren't categories, so don't stick them in them. And when you find someone and you genuinely like them, none of that even matters and none of it even happens. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I made so many countless lists of the type of guys, like a list in my mind, what I thought a guy that I would like would be. And like right now I'm in a relationship with someone and they're total opposite, but I'm okay with that because I love them. I had to learn myself. I had to mature and learn that people aren't lists and you can't say how you want someone to be, and once you get past that, then you're going to find someone you love, because when you love someone, things don't matter. And like stupid stuff like your little list and little things you want about a guy, you want to say or do this, they don't matter, because once you really love someone, that's how it is, okay? You love all of them, who they are, and you accept them. So for all of you girls or all you guys out there that are thinking, this is how I want her to be, or this is how I want him to be, it's not how it works. So your best bet is to drop the list and just be open to whatever comes towards you. The next thing I'd like to talk about is the idea of people thinking that relationships and attention from the opposite sex is all about physical attraction. And I will admit, one of the first things you notice about a potential person, I was going to say mate, but then I realized we're not like animals. But when you realize in another person, the first thing you realize is, yeah, you're going to notice kind of good looking, or when you're out with friends, it's a cute guy over there. Like, it's perfectly normal, and it's kind of like something that girls and guys both do. But that's honestly not what a relationship is about. And like, I've even heard things from like friends where like people would comment, oh, why are you dating him? He's not that good looking. Or why are you dating her? You could do so much better in looks department. And I'm here to say that looks do not matter. They matter to an extent, but they are not everything. You will not marry or end up with the person that is perfect for you just because they have the perfect image. And it irritates the life out of me to think that people are so centered and like thought process on, well, they have to be good looking and they gotta have this and they gotta have that. And it's like, hold up. You're trying to tell me that as long as a guy looks nice but he's an asshole, you'll still take him? Like, things overweigh, and it just drives me nuts that people will comment like that, like you could do better, or they're not that attractive. It's like, Are you in the relationship? You're not in the relationship. You don't know what other qualities that person does have that, you know, maybe totally overweighs or makes you blind to what they look like. Because I've seen plenty of people that, like, you look and you're like, that doesn't seem normal. And, like, I try not to judge, but you'll look and you'll be like, what? Like, that? Them? Why? And the reason is that physical attraction does happen, and there is a little physical attraction, but usually it's like the personalities that connect that make you fall for that person. So, like, all of you people, once again, the same with the list, thinking they got to be physically attractive to date, it doesn't work like that, and the person you end up with may be good looking, but he or she probably isn't going to be what you thought they were going to be, because that's not how love works, and you can't choose who you love. It just happens. And the final thing I'd like to say is that I've learned from being in, like, countless relationships. Well, not countless. I am not, like, a person that dates all the time. But relationships with me that I've had with other people and, like, friends and the relationships they have, I would like to say that if you're not in the relationship, don't comment on it. Because you're not in the relationship. Like, if, like, Nikki and Jason are dating, if you're not Nikki and you're not Jason, don't comment on the relationship. Because you don't know them, you don't know the relationship, and you have no right to say anything. And, you know, that's what I do, okay? Like, I have people tell me their relationship problems. I have people talk about other people's relationships. It's none of my business what the relationship is, why they did what they did, or who said what. Like, when you have a relationship, the most important thing is that you keep the relationship between you two, and that every, like, situation that happens, it stays between you two, because people, like those little people out there, they want to know, like, what's going on. They want to gossip. They want to hear that you're, like, your relationship's failing. Like, that's what they want. They love that. So for all you people in a relationship, because I'm in a relationship, keep it within the relationship. And all you people that aren't in a relationship, or even if you're in a relationship and you comment on other people's relationship, here's a really nice way of saying it. You need to get a reality check, because that's not your relationship. Your commentary isn't needed. And I think you'd probably look 10 times better if you didn't comment on it. And, you know, it's so frustrating to people in relationships and people not, because, like, I hear all the time, so-and-so dating, or they did this and that. And it's like, why do you even know? Like, no one knows about my relationship, and because no one deserves to know about my relationship. Because if there's a problem, it's going to go between us, and we're going to fix it within us. We're not going to ask other people's opinion on the relationship problem. And I think, like, people need to realize that that's how relationships work. Because if you can't keep a relationship between yourself, it's not going to be a successful relationship. Because, to be honest, in the end, you're going to lose all your friends. You're going to lose all your acquaintances and stuff. And it's just going to be you two. And, like, you're not going to be able to deal out your issues by talking to someone else, because you're only going to have each other. So learn how to deal with your issues together, in silence, away from society, away from the world, away from the gossip. And your relationship's going to be that much better. So I think that pretty much sums what I wanted to talk about today. And, I mean, if you already knew all of this, you get an A+ for the rest of your life. And I hope you act and do what I suggest, because you're going to have a good relationship with yourself, you're going to have a good relationship with other people, and you're going to be able to focus more on yourself, because isn't that what life's about? You're supposed to focus on yourself, not other people. Let them do what they want. You do what you want. Have a happy world. So this concludes what I wanted to talk about. I hope you all are having a lovely day. And if you have anything to say, feel free to let me know. All right, bye.